Okay, guys, I want you to make sure you follow these instructions to the T, okay? Do not get frustrated. I record these in YouTube for a reason. You have the option to pause or rewind if you get slightly confused about anything, all right? So bear with me. Let's jump right in. All right, now, today you will see this form under the instructions for assignment number 3, okay? Now, this is the Word document that you will submit your essay on. You will not turn this document into me today. You will only start it today. Then you will save it to your desktop by following the instructions from this very video. So let's get started. Let's start writing. Now, to begin, you're going to open up the document under assignment number 3 titled Teacher Essay Draft 1. You do that by actually clicking on the assignment, okay? Now, I'm going to go out of this to show you what that actually looks like, and then we'll come back to that. So here I'm going to go to that assignment for you guys so you can kind of see it. Here it is. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I asked you to do. You click on that document. Now, it's working for me. Now, see what happened? It popped up the Word document assignment that I have here for you. So now we're going to go back to the slide and continue the instruction. All right. Now, when you click on the document, you'll see a page that comes up that looks like this. And we just saw that when I did it on my desk app. Click on Edit Document at the top. Do you see where it says Edit Document up here? All right. So you're going to click on that. Let me show you what happens when you click on that, okay? So I'm going to go back to mine, all right? So this is me as if I'm the student. I'm going to click on Edit Document. When I do that, on my computer, it gives me two options, Edit in Desktop App or Edit in Browser. I'm going to click the first one, Edit in Desktop App. And for some wanky reason, it gives me all of this stuff. So I'm just going to click Open to the 16. I'm going to click Yes. And then be patient because voila. You see, it popped up. Do not get frustrated. If for any reason you cannot access this document this way for it to pop up in your desktop app, you can simply do another really neat trick. And I'm going to show you that trick really quickly. At the bottom of your page, you should see something that looks like a W. That's your Word document. If you don't see it at the bottom of your page, you can click on the little window thingy at the bottom left of your computer. If you click on your app, find the program that says Word 2016, click on it. When you click on that, it brings up this blank. It brings up this page. Then you're going to click here in the white and it just opens up a brand new Word document for you. So if you run into problems opening up this, I'm sorry, not this. If you run into problems opening up this, it's fine. You can just open up a Word document, okay? If you need to pause and go back to listen to those instructions, please do so now because we're going to continue on. All right, so from here, you already have it pulled up. You're ready to begin writing, and you'll watch my instructions to kind of help you start, okay? So first, let's read the instructions at the top of the page. It says, place your cursor at the end of these instructions. Now, you know that little blinking line here? That's your cursor. So it says, place it at the end of these instructions, then hit the tab button to indent your paragraph. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get out of here, out of my PowerPoint, and I'm going to go to the real document that I am editing for you because I want you to see exactly how to do this. So you got to follow the instructions, okay? Place your cursor at the end of these instructions. These are my instructions, and I'm placing that little blinking line right here at the end. It says, then hit enter. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit enter. When I hit enter, if you notice, it takes me right beneath my instructions. The instructions, after it says then hit enter, See that? It says after you hit enter, hit the tab button to indent your paragraph. I don't know if you can see that good. There's my tab button. So I'm going to click it. Watch what happens. When I click the tab button, it automatically makes an indent for me, right? Then it says type the introduction to your essay. When you are done with the introduction, hit enter twice to create space between your introduction and your body paragraph. So I'm just going to type a bunch of letters here to show you what happens, right? It's going to indent. And if I keep typing words, when I get to the end, see how it automatically, that space is there? This is what your introduction should look like. Now, I'm going to go out of this and I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint so we can finish with the instruction. All right. So we followed the instructions. You guys did that. You should have it opened in your desktop app and you should have your cursor already ready and indented to begin writing your introduction. Now, on the following slides, I'm going to walk you through how to write your essays. And remember, you are not writing what I write. You're simply using what I do today to help guide you in how to write your essays about keeping snakes as pets. So let's move on. So here I have my completed plan, and now it's time for me to start writing, right? My suggestion for you is for you to get your completed plan also. You need to do that because you need to have that plan available so you can use it to go ahead and write your essay. If you need to access any of these pieces, because remember, each of these was an assignment. Your thesis was an assignment, your background, your topic, and every piece you see on this plan. If you go back to that assignment and click on the assignment itself, for example, if you go back to your thesis assignment and click on it, you can see my feedback that I gave you. Many of you, I gave you an even better thesis. So if you need to pause the video here and go ahead and do that and go ahead and create your plan on a written document so you can to follow so that you can write your essay, please do that now and then just return to this. All right, so the first thing I'll do is write out my introduction because that part is basically already written out for me, as you can see here. Okay, however, I know to be a good writer, I'll need to add a few filler sentences to make my writing flow and sound pretty good. So I have my introduction here, and now watch this. I have already written my introduction. I have my topic sentence. I have background information, that's here. And I also have a thesis statement, my thesis statement, which is here. Now let's pay close attention to this because I'm going to show you what my filler sentences sound like, okay? So first it says, have you ever heard of a bike sharing program? Probably not. Here is an example of a filler sentence because it's not on my writing plan. It's just a sentence I added in to make my writing flow better. Then it says, these programs were started to allow people within certain neighborhoods to use bikes for a fee. They have even started to pop up in different cities. Here are more filler sentences. I said, this is a really good option for people without cars. In fact, all of this starting from here to here, these are fillers. This is just stuff I added here. So now I bring in my thesis. In my opinion, bike sharing programs are a great idea for neighborhoods because they are helpful and they bring positive changes. Let's move right along. Now that I have written my introduction, as you can see here, I can get started on body paragraph number 1. From my plan, I have a topic sentence and my 2 mini points. Remember, body paragraph number 1 is all about my first mini topic, how they are helpful. So everything in body paragraph number 1 has to be about how they are helpful. Let's look and see what I wrote. First thing I did was brought in my topic sentence. It says, in the article Bikes to Borrow, the author explains how helpful these programs are for people. Why? Well, for one, these programs allow people to use bikes at their convenience. I'm going to pause here for a moment. Remember our writing song where it says, and in the body, please include a topic in your writing. 3 E's keep you focused, evidence, make sure you're citing. Examples come from real life, so include that in your writing. Elaboration brings sophistication. Okay, don't laugh at my singing, but those are my 3 E's. I start out with a piece of evidence. that is paraphrased in my own words. Here's my evidence, my example, and then I'll show you when I come to elaboration. So let's start again. Well, for one, these programs allow people to use bikes at their convenience. That's evidence, paraphrase. Then I said, for example, the text says people living in a big city might not want to buy their own bicycle. That is an example that comes directly from the text. That's why it's in quotation marks, because I didn't change any of the author's wording, so I have to put it in quotes. Let's keep going. Bikes cost a lot of money, so it's no surprise that people would like this option. Imagine people being able to grab a bike whenever they needed one to make store runs or to make a doctor's appointment. This is my elaboration, guys. Here's where I start. It says this is a lot better than waiting on a bus that you have to share with other people. There's also the fact that some people do not own vehicles, so this would allow them to have an affordable, so now I'm on my second mini topic, to have an affordable and reliable form of transportation. So again, my first sentence talking about my second mini point is evidence. It's just reworded into my own words. Now I'm going to bring in an example. The author explains that, notice quotation marks because I'm using the author's words. Often people aren't able to afford cars, bus fares, or other forms of transportation. Here's my elaboration, guys. This is where I'm elaborating or talking more about my topic or explaining my topic. It says, this means that although other forms of transportation, such as taxis or Ubers, are available, bike sharing is a cheaper option. So instead of people having to spend a lot of money on transportation, they are able to use more money towards food and other daily essentials like food and medicine. So bike sharing is a wonderful solution to these types of problems, and are a great benefit to neighborhoods. So in my body paragraph, I did a few things. I paraphrased some of the evidence in my own words. I included examples from the text, and I put those examples in quotations because I want to give the author credit for his or her words. Can't use them as mine. All right, that's what paraphrasing is for. And then I elaborated. I talked more about my topic, or I explained some of the information from the writing. All right. Now, you may want to pause the video here, go ahead and get started, and then you're going to come back to this video and see how to save your work. All right, so moving right along. Now, you're going to follow these instructions to save your work to your desktop so you can upload it and turn it in at a later time. Remember, this is not due until Friday, okay? So I don't want you to rush through it. Let's look at step 1. Step 1 says, look for the file at the upper left-hand corner of the page and click it. You see where it says file up here? You're going to click on that, okay? Right there. Now, step 2. When this appears, you're going to go down to where it says save as. You see save as? And click on it. Now, once you click on it, when this appears, you're going to go to the right and you're going to click on where it says this PC. Go ahead and do that. Step 4, it says next, find the word desktop and click there. All right, so you clicked on this PC, it highlighted blue, and you're going to find the word desktop and click there. See it? Now, step 5. So once you click on desktop, you're going to see a box appear that looks like this, right? When it does, I need you to click on desktop again in the upper left-hand corner. Do you see it? Go ahead and click that now. All right, step 6. Now, you will have to name your document before you save it. So to name it, you're going to click in the box, right? When I say click in the box, I mean this right here. You're going to click in the box. So I'm going to just use my finger here. And you're going to erase the writing that appears here because you're about to rename it, okay? So here is how you name it. You're going to type in your first name plus the word Essay Draft 1. So for example, if you are Jalen, you're going to type Jalen Essay Draft 1. If you are Jaden Tanner, you're going to type Jaden Essay Draft 1. If you are Peyton, Malia, Ariel, Malachi, Renaya, whatever your name is, you're going to write your name and write Essay Draft 1. Okay? Now, once you've done that, you're going to click where it says save on that box right at the bottom. Okay? Once you click where it says save, guess what? Congratulations, guys. You've saved your essay draft to what is called your desktop. Your desktop is simply that screen that you see when you open up your computer. Let me show you. When I open up my computer, this is my desktop. Okay? Now, you can find the document that you just named and saved. Here's mine in the upper portion of my desktop. Okay? So, like I said, I don't want you guys to get frustrated. This video was really meant for you guys to listen to it, pause, go and do the work. Listen to it, pause, go and do the work. No need for frustration or getting confused about anything, because YouTube is wonderful. You can just replay it until you actually get it. All right? Today, you should type your introduction and your body paragraph number 1. Tomorrow, you're going to do the same thing, except I'm going to give you instructions on how to pull this same document back up, and you're going to finish it by doing your background information and your conclusion. All right? Love you all, miss you guys, and happy writing.